Welcome to another video. Today I am showing you what is in my travel toiletry bag. If you want to see what I pack as a flight attendant when I am on the road, then keep on watching. Okay, so one thing I have already filmed is what's in my travel purse, and today we're going to dive into the toiletry bag. One thing I also want to note is I do have a separate makeup bag, so what you see in the toiletry bag does not include makeup. That is this guy that I pack. If you want me to do a full in-depth what's in my makeup bag, we can put that on the list to do next. So for now, we're gonna focus on toiletries. Another thing about being a flight attendant specifically is that we have a higher limit for liquid restrictions in the US and in other countries we travel to. So what I'll be showing you is flight attendant specific. So if you are not a flight attendant, if you're a normal traveling passenger that does not have special liquid restrictions, then you'll have to abide by the TSA or whatever your country's policies are. So in the US here, typically it's 3.4 ounces of liquids can be in your carry-on bag and smaller. So, and they have to fit in a quart size clear plastic bag. So if you're planning on doing carry-on travel, it's gonna be a little different than what I'm showing you now. But if you are in the US and want to check your bag, then you can bring as much liquids as you can, like what I'm gonna be showing you today. So let's dive right in. This is the bag I have. I got it from TJ Maxx when I was visiting my family in Phoenix, Arizona. It's kind of got that nylon-y texture, which is super nice in case something spills. It's usually pretty easy to wipe off. It's got a little pocket in the back, but there's nothing in there. And why I like this is because it is pretty decent size. So it does fit my larger liquid containers. So when you open it up, it's hanging like this with a hook. Makes it easy to hang when you don't have a lot of counter space in hotels. It's good to be able to hook it on something because not every place you go to is gonna have a lot of counter space. So first spot is this little pouch up here. Inside I keep my travel toothbrush and travel toothpaste. And then lastly, so it's all like teeth related, is this Moon, which is Kendall Jenner's brand teeth whitening pen. I find that it works for like a quick fix if you want to make your teeth appear whiter. Haven't used it in a while, but I keep that all up here, excuse me, all secure in the top pouch where it doesn't touch anything else. This top pouch doesn't have too much stuff in it. First, I have this travel nail care kit, probably from somewhere similar to TJ Maxx. You can find these. It's so cute. It's got little slots on it. So you push the button and it opens up, and this is what I have. One thing about traveling with these is certain countries, such as, I want to say Costa Rica, I could be totally wrong, but some countries specific to South America, I want to say, don't allow you to take nail clippers because they are pointy. So, and scissors. So definitely if you're traveling out of the country, check to see if that's an issue. If not, it's really handy to have these as a flight attendant because my nails are constantly ripping when I'm doing work on the plane and washing my hands. Your nails tend to get a little brittle, so having nail clippers and files are a must-have. So next I have for my makeup removing, I kind of stopped using makeup wipes and instead I use a oil balm and these makeup eraser reusable washable makeup pads. So I'll go all over with the oil balm, use this to remove. I'll wash it in the hotel sink and leave it out on the counter to dry overnight if I need to remove my makeup. And if I need to, then I'll just wash them when I get home. I'll throw them in the washing machine. But yeah, that's handy if you don't want to carry a heavy pack of makeup wipes, or if you're like me and just want to use a more sustainable option, that's one thing you can do. Also in this top pouch, I have feminine hygiene products. If I don't need them, they're helpful to have for your flying partners. I've definitely given a lot away day to day because if you forget to pack them, sometimes that's the worst. Lastly, in this top pouch, I have a pouch with my contacts in it. So these are good for my daily contacts since I don't use reusable ones and I would hate to forget them, so I'm always stashing extra in there. And so having everything in its own little pouch, as you can see, is kind of easy to keep things separated and organized. It also like helps me remember what I might be missing because everything's in its designated spot. So moving on to the bottom pouch, I've got a lot shoved in there, a lot of full-size items. So let's get started. First I have, and I'll always try to find a mini version of my full-size products when I can. I am out of a few minis. So this is one mini thing I love. I have found it at Target, is the e.l.f. Makeup Removing Cleansing Balm. This is what I use, and just take a little balm in between my fingers, rub it on top of my makeup and mascara, and use the makeup eraser pads to remove. So the fact that they have a tiny one is so exciting because I usually use a huge jar, and the fact that I don't have to travel with the big one anymore is so good. So sticking along with face care, I have a tiny e.l.f. jar that I have repurposed to hold my face wash in. Just kind of looks like this. I try to repurpose many things as I have it, but what face wash I use is the Tatcha, what is it called? Soft Cream Cleanser. I find that it just gives my skin the cleanest feeling while being super moisturizing because I have dry skin. So this goes inside of my tiny container. And normally I have another tiny container for my moisturizer, but I ran out. So typically the moisturizer I use is also Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. And this is great for dry skin like mine. Both these items are not very cheap. So it is the one thing I've invested more money into because my skin is everything to me. So when I don't have that in tiny form, I have the Weleda Skin Food. Let's see if you can get a good look at that. Cream. This is good for not just face, but any other body parts. It's a really thick moisturizer. I don't really like using this on my face for day to day unless my skin is looking rough. Sometimes I'll even mix a little bit with another moisturizer because this stuff is thick. But this is just what I'm using in the meantime until I get a mini of my Tatcha. But what I have noticed is they started selling a light version of this in places like Target or your German grocery stores. So this is just kind of like a quick fix. If I really need the moisturizer, it's what I had in my cabinet. So that's just being real, what I have. I've got Secret deodorant. I have the clear clinical one. This one I like. Switch to clear deodorants. Helps leave less stains on my black uniform, so that is wonderful. Also part of my skincare routine, I have been really getting into this brand called Naturium, and it's from Target. This is a vitamin C serum. If you can see that, also has vitamin E and hyaluronic acid, so it's great for moisture. I use that in the morning. I have this I put on top of my normal moisturizer. It's the Dew Glow Moisturizer SPF 50. It leaves your skin super glowy, and I find it doesn't break me out, which is a huge thing with these products. Cannot break me out. And then maybe once a week I use also Naturium, the Retinaldehyde Cream Serum, which is supposed to be an anti-aging product. I don't use that much, but I am starting to get into it as I approach my 30s. I've got a Microdermabrasion Scrub from Trader Joe's. It is helpful because skin gets dry in the air. Having a face scrub is always a good thing. It just kind of helps me get all that airport gunk off me. It just, trust me. And then I've got this REN Clean Skincare Brightening Dark Circle and Eye Cream. My best friend got this one for me. I've seen it in some grocery stores, or like an upscale kind of store, or maybe even a department store you could find it at. But this I've been really loving. I put it on under my eye and it gives a hydrated glow kind of look. It's not sparkly, nothing like that, but I love that. I've even found if I don't have a face moisturizer and I'm in a pinch, I squirt a bunch of that eye cream on my hand, rub it in, and kind of pat that in as moisturizer, and it doesn't even break me out. It's very thin when you do that, so that has been like a very good plus. for that product. Another skincare item I have in my toiletry bag is the Paula's Choice Exfoliator. It's a 2% BHA liquid exfoliant with salicylic acid. So if you have dry skin and sometimes get breakouts, this will not dry your skin out. It's supposed to be moisturizing. I use this at nighttime pretty frequently when I'm traveling because typically my skin might break out here or there if I'm in an unfamiliar environment. So this keeps the breakouts at bay so well. That is a must. I've bought probably 3 or 4 bottles of that so far. I've got some nasal spray, which looks like this funky bottle. It is a prescription one. That is good for allergy season, and I'm kind of suffering from it right now. I get hit really hard with allergies, and when you're flying, having just any kind of nasal spray to clear up your sinuses is really helpful. One thing about being a flight attendant is if you have clogged nasal passages or sinuses, when you go up in altitude, the pressure just compounds tenfold. So your ears are gonna hurt, your nose is gonna hurt. You have to stay clear if you're gonna be flying. So I would definitely recommend something along those lines. And if the standard ones at the store don't cut it for you, do what I did and go to a specialist and get the prescription one if you need it, because that is very necessary. One thing I love to carry as a flight attendant specifically is this face roller. It's by Plum Beauty. I swear I got it at Target or something for cheap, but that is to depuff and roll my face, and especially the lymph nodes around my jaw, because you bloat a lot when you're in the air. So this helps me feel like I'm depuffing my face, and I do see a difference with that. So let's see, moving on to hair care. I've only got a few more things in this bag. I have a Moroccan oil hair oil treatment to help my ends of my hair stay healthy. Need to restock that. And then this is a little jar I'm repurposing for my hair cream. I have a hair cream I put in after I wash my hair to keep the ends moisturized, because let's say I don't always carry shampoo with me unless I know I'm gonna be using it. But there's days where I don't plan on washing my hair in the hotel and I get there and just feel like I need to. So if I don't have a hair cream and I'm using their shampoo, my hair will get so dry. So the full-size version of that looks like this. It's the Amika Dream Routine Overnight Hydration Cream. And this bottle is glass, so I really don't like traveling with it because it's heavy. But this is great. You can get it at Sephora or several other places. I just got this at TJ Maxx. It's a 10 silk leave-in treatment, which I'm kind of using as a replacement since this one is running out. I've yet to try that. This is 4 ounces, so they did have smaller bottles if you wanted to travel with that at TJ Maxx. So the last few things I take with me that I can't fit in here is my dry shampoo and my hairspray. These are some toiletry items I almost always pack. I put on the side of my suitcase out of the way. This is the Amika Perk Up Dry Shampoo. It is the best I have ever tried. I've gone through probably 5 of these and will never stop using it. Love that. And then the Bedhead Masterpiece Extra Stronghold. It is a shiny finish. So if I do my hair in a slick back bun for work and spray this to get the flyaways down, it gives a nice shine. I've actually had people comment on my hair and ask how I get it that shiny, and this is the trick. This hairspray is the trick. I carry my hairbrush and usually a scrunchie as far as hair products go, but that's pretty much all I have in my bag, and just a few other toiletry items that I pack outside of this bag. Like I said, most of this stuff is not liquid carry-on compliant, but you can find mini versions in most things these days. Looking at my lineup, most of them you can find minis in, or just do what I do, and if you buy a mini jar of something, clean it out and repurpose it, and then you have a full set for your traveling time. I'll try to link all the items in the description box in case you're interested in purchasing any. And like I said, you can probably find minis in most places. Check Target for most of the minis that I have, or Sephora pretty much is where I buy most things. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to see what's in my black makeup bag and pretty much my whole makeup routine, let me know. I might do that one next. But I hope that gives you a good insight of some things that I like when I'm traveling as a flight attendant, the reason why I pick certain products. Sometimes has to do with flying, and some of it's just stuff I like. But yeah, we'll see you on the next one, and thanks for watching. Bye.